What about my love? Wasn't it enough? Just let me know.
Why do I gotta go first on this next one? Why?
Utah versus Oregon. This is our game of the week. 6-1 Oregon going against Utah. Pac-12 has had some good football this year, boy. Let me tell you.
Probably
I'll go first on this one if you want to go first on the next, or you'll have to go first on the next one though.
Yeah, I'll gladly go first on Tennessee, Kentucky. Go.
Well, why would you spoil it? Why would you spoil it?
My bad.
No, now you're on your own. Go ahead.
Wow, I see how it
You
is.
shouldn't have ruined this surprise.
Okay. So you had Utah just come off a great win versus USC, and you have Oregon who lost because of a bad coaching play versus the number 5 school and still ranked number 8. This is probably going to be the best game this week, except for when Wisconsin beats Ohio State. Anyways, I'm going upset here. Give me Utah. I think. Sorry, you okay?
Go.
I'm gonna take Barnes' success that he had versus USC, and I think he's gonna ride on it this week. You got Vele there, who's nice. Rushing wise, they're not a bad rushing team. They ranked
Siani
Vaki. You're ranked 31 in the nation for Utah. Their defense isn't that bad as well. You got 57 and number 5. So the defense for Utah is nice. Both of these defenses are nice. But I'm going to upset here.
Man, I'm obviously going Oregon. I already picked them to be my number 2 school, in the country by the time CFP rolls around. I don't think it's going to be close. What's one good thing about this is both of their passing offenses allow the same 214.4 or 217.4 yards in the air. They both have really good rushing defenses. I told y'all Dan Lannon's defense is going to be way better. Mm-hmm. I knew that this game wasn't going to be 100% going one way or the other. Right now, ESPN has Oregon winning 68.6% and their matchup predictor. But outside of that, Bo Nix, to me, is still one of the top 2, if not top 3 best quarterbacks in the country. Bryson Barnes, we love the guy. We gave him his flowers earlier in the show. But if you just look at the matchups, like Bo Nix is obviously better than Bryson Barnes.
Yeah.
Bucky Irvin is better than Jackson. Troy Franklin and Matthews, there's not even a competition there. And then you go just total yards that these offenses put up. Utah barely puts up 200 yards in passing, barely 200 yards in rushing, and Oregon puts up 553 total yards per game, 326 in the air, 226 on the ground. I know I get it. I get it. Oregon's going to have to come in there and play Utah. But the good thing about this is it's going to be 12 o'clock, 12:30 on the West Coast by the time they play this game.
Yeah. No, it'll be 2:30.
You're looking at 2:30 Central Time.
No,
they're in Mountain Time.
Oh crap! It's 1:30. 1:30.
Yeah. So
that's a shame that it's at 3:30 here. Too bad that game won't be on in this household.
I will be fair here. If this was a night game, playing in Utah, playing at Rice-Eccles Stadium is a dangerous place to play.
You can ask Sora. He learned that the hard way week 1.
But
I mean, I guarantee. Never mind. I'm not even gonna. I was gonna say if we were to do a rematch right here, right now, at their stadium,
I think Florida will probably
Utah.
win. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
Florida's defense is better than USC's.
Oh yeah, Florida has a nice defense.
I used to pray for times like this.
Yeah. The Grantham days are over. But give me Oregon. I don't
Took
think
years
I don't.
off of my life.
I literally don't think this game is close. I mean, I think that this game is a beat down like 40-17 or something like that.
Yeah.
I think Oregon smelt their roses, and we appreciate them beating the brakes off of USC the way that they
Thank
did.
you.
They didn't beat the brakes off of them, but they gave them a little bit of tough love. I'm going with Oregon all day. It's just the numbers say it, the matchups say it, everything says it at this point. They're going to go hard on them.
Yeah. Hayden, thank you for picking Utah. This is just easier for you to lose your spot at the top. I'm going to Oregon. They're just better in every way, shape, and form. Bryson Barnes, listen, you've been doing amazing. I'm sure next year you'll either transfer or be the starter for Utah again. But just Oregon is, if you look at every single position that Oregon has or that Utah has, Oregon is better than them.
Yep.
And again, if you don't think Dan Lanning isn't like kicking himself for not punting,
You're
because
crazy.
they at that point they would have been like top 4. This would have been a top 4 team, probably potentially more. But yeah, no, if you don't think Dan Lanning isn't like angry at himself for that mistake, he's gonna take it out on Utah. On the bright side though, Utah, at least when you get beat, you'll get beat by the Gucci belt.
Damn. Not the Gucci belt.
I mean, I'm with you on this. Like 40-17, that's close to me. Like I don't think it is that close. I think this is Oregon is going to take out their frustration. Dan Lanning, we said, what's his face? Dan Lanning was going to call a masterful game against Colorado. He might call a better game against Utah than he did against Colorado after what had happened.
Yeah, this is gonna be a murder, man. I think
That's gonna be
Good luck, Hayden. You might be right, but you've been sleeping these last couple of weeks, homie.
By the way,
You what?
am I the only one that went Utah? By the way,
Yes. Everybody else went Oregon.
this in Wisconsin is gonna set me apart. Woo!
No.